Hi, I'm here in front of one of my closest, and I mean that by proximity, casinos to my home. It's called the Green Valley Ranch Casino, and I am here with $100. I'm going to try to play a game called Craps, which is a dice throwing game that I learned about from my cousin, learned how to play from my cousin. And I really like it. I like it because there's lots of different types of bets that you can make. You can bet a lot, you can bet a little, and there's a $1 minimum bet at this casino, which I enjoy a lot at the Bubble Craps machine. So come with me as we try to do a couple of strategies and try to turn this into enough money that I can enjoy maybe a sweet treat or pick up something fun for dinner. Bye. All right, so we're gonna start off by playing Crapless Craps. And it looks like someone left 70 cents in this machine, so I'm stoked already. I selected this one because it looked like it already had quite a few sevens that had come out just before I sat down. And I don't know, I just feel like if the machine already had a bunch of sevens, then maybe I'll have a great roll where I won't have the sevens. So here I am placing my bets. I end up buying some numbers, meaning that I already pay 5 cents on the dollar, but I end up doing that so that I get a higher amount of return for my $1 bet for some of the numbers. I roll the first time and it sets the point at 8. It's a hard 8. Usually I bet these hard ways because they stay active unless you roll a 7, of course. All of the bets are off if you roll a 7, or if you roll an easy number, just meaning that you don't roll a double. So I like to keep those bets up. Here I've got my second roll, and I've got an 11, which is great. It pays pretty well. I got both the field bet, which pays 1 for 1 for any of those numbers that are listed in the field, or and it also pays on this Crapless Craps. On the regular crap table, you don't get paid for that unless you have a field bet. So that's why I like this one a little bit more. Notice I did get a double 6. Or, sorry, a double 3, so I rolled a hard 6 and got 9 to 1 payment on that. But I sevened out, and then I decided to lay some bets again and roll, thinking that I wasn't going to hit a 7 back to back, but I lost that amount. So now I'm down to $75. I decide that I'm going to repeat my bet one more time and let's see how I do. Phew. All right, I hit a easy 6. So I get paid on that easy 6, but then my hard way bet goes away unless I replace it. I get an easy 4, meaning that my hard way 4 goes away. You can see that the dollar is no longer there. I replace that. I'm rolling it. I almost 7 out again, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous, and I get back up to where I kind of started from. So I had taken a quick break here. I can show you like all of my rolls. I double 7'd out. I made some rolls, and then I had such a great streak before I 7'd out again. Here we are. I feel like we're starting from scratch again. Now I've decided to just do this very quickly, so I'm not buying all of my numbers, I'm placing them, and I'm taking a shot. I 7 out right away. That is negated a little bit by this bet that I placed on the 7 to hit the 7. I kind of consider that an insurance bet. It got me some of my money back, but I have like quite a conservative spread here. So now I'm going to, on all of the even numbers, I'm going to double those up because I'll I'll still make money if I hit an easy roll. For example, the 1 and the 3 is an easy 4. I lose my bet on the 2-2, which is the doubles. Oh, hey, here I am. I wish I would have had my bets on for this 5-5, but I didn't. And we are back at the 4. Sometimes I turn my bets off if I get a feeling like I might 7 out. And how do I get this feeling? How does it come to me? Sometimes I look at the past patterns and see how long it's been since the 7 has come out. And sometimes I just am like, ooh, I don't want to push my luck. I'll just turn my bets off for one turn. So you can turn your bets on or off. The good thing about these lucky roller bets at the top is that if you have at least $1 on one of those, then you can turn basically all your other bets off, but those lucky roller bets are still going to be in effect. They have like a little key lock sign on them, and that indicates that you can't do anything with those bets. They're locked into place. So here I am. I had missed a hard 6, and so I decided to bet it up again, and then that paid off for me. That's great. But then here's an easy 6. It's okay. I lose that $1 there, but then I get paid on the regular board. I'm turning my bets off here and betting on the 7 just because I get a vibe that maybe a 7 might come up. It's a 6. But better safe than sorry, right? Okay, I turn my bets on, they're active, and I get yes. I get boxcars, which is great. $2 on that pays pretty well. So now I'm back to 100 again. That amount that is shown on the screen includes the money that's available for you to bet. So here I just pulled all my bets down, and it showed that I had 120. I only need 1.9 up there in order to make 31 bucks off that $1 bet. I go ahead and place an extra dollar on all those numbers that I need in order to make those extra bets. I lose my field bet there. But I'm so close. I'm really hoping to get a 9, a 2, or a 3. I hit the point. That automatically turns off all of the working bets, and now if I roll a 7 right now, all of my bets are turned off. I would only lose those 2 $1 bets on the lucky roller streak. So now I've placed everything on, and I've turned my bets on, and I get a 5. So I get paid for the 5. The point is now 5, meaning that if you roll a 5 again, before you roll a 7, then the bets turn off and it kind of starts over. Oh, but what happened? I rolled a 7. I turned my bets off because I had the vibe, and all of my bets were saved. My bets are still off. We're coming out. I roll a 6. I lose my field bet and the 7 bet. Now I'm increasing my bets on the 2, 4, 6, 8, all of those. And then I haven't seen a 3 for a while, so I'm keeping the $2 bet there. Hit the 6. I'm still thinking a 7 is going to come out, so I turn my bets off again, and I 7 out. But I save all of my bets. See all of those that have the little black turned off bet on there. It's great. I rebet, and I get an 8. 8 is the point. Well, I'm not making any money off of the initial coming out bet because an 8 is not included in the field bet, and your bets are off until you hit the point, unless you turn them on manually. So I'm doing pretty okay here. Amazing. I get this 2, It increases our total amount to 109. That doesn't include what's like what I laid on the table to bet. Hitting these numbers, since I already had a couple of sevens there, I feel pretty good about continuing my roll. I do turn it off right here just for fun. I'm like, I'm $9 ahead. I don't want to lose that, and I 7 out. But I win $4 there. I lose my field bet, and I lose the $2 that I had on the lucky roller. But that is it. I didn't lose any other money. Trying this one more time. Oh, we get a 5. Okay, so the point is set. It's going to be 5. I lost those $2. I had one bet on the 7. I had one bet on the field. I'm looking to see what's happening when 5s are coming out. And I'm seeing that sometimes a 7 comes out right after the 5. So I turn my bets off again. And guess what? 7 hits and my money is saved yet again. My bets are saved yet again. Okay. So this is the come out roll, meaning that I just rolled a 7, but I'm turning my bets on this time because I think that it's not going to give me a 7 again. And it doesn't. It hits me with a 9. Fantastic. So this time I get paid for that 9, and I'm feeling pretty confident. I just hit roll again. I get an 8. Get paid for that. I lose my field bet. I lose my hard 8 money. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Field bet, anybody?
Perhaps I'm thinking. Oh. I increased the bet on the 6 to $3, and I also put $1 on the 7 just in case.
The field is alive after 9.
Turning my bets off. Hitting $1 on the field and then the 7 just in case they come up. If I get a 10, I get $1 on the field bet. The field is still active even if the other bets on the numbers are not. Hey, there's my 6. I'm feeling the 6 will pop up again. Alright, so let's check in with our amount. Okay, we're at 116. That's pretty good. I probably should have pulled my money down right about now. We hit 6 again. Meaning that I could have, even though we're in the middle of the roll, I could bring all my bets back. But I don't do it. I just keep rolling. I just keep going to town.
It's time to place your bet.
And so now we're getting pretty close. I decide to turn my bets off. So I get this feeling that the 7 might be coming up. I miss out on getting paid for this hard 10. I do get $1 on my pass line. I lose it from betting the 7. But I turn my bets back on for a wonderful payday. This is excellent. I paid $11 for that. It's fantastic. I'm increasing my bets across the board now, and I get a 5. I had just increased my bet from $1 to 2. I lose my field bet, but
the field is alive after 9.
Turning my bets off again. I'm getting a little anxious because I've had a pretty good run. I do miss out on a hard 6. I lose my field bet. I lose the 7 bet, so that was $3 that I lost there. Here's an easy 10 plus my field bet. Alright, I didn't have my bets working, I guess. And I 7 out. I lose everything that I had on there, but I end up with $35 to round out the day. I had $24 left on the table in bets, but I'm cashing out because it's $35. So it's now 4:34. So we spent less than 30 minutes in there. and we came ahead $35. So that's pretty great. We had a great massive roll, and I turned bets off on 2 really important rolls where I rolled a 7. So that feature is amazing and fantastic, and it can save you if you get that feeling like, oh man, I might 7 out here. So that helped. It was a little rough going at the beginning, but all in all, pretty decent win. $35 is enough for me to get a sweet treat. All right, bye.